Hey, y'all. Welcome to Messy Bitch TV. Y'all know what it is. So I am in the kitchen. I'm trying to set this phone in a way. He's gonna set it on the side. Sorry, y'all. I know y'all don't like it when it's sideways. I hate when people record sideways too. But I have no choice because Mama's in the kitchen and I got to clean up and get food started. Again, I probably should have figured out how to set this up before I start recording. Oops. So my bad. Let me see. Shit. Bam. Oh no, bam. And then, okay, y'all, let's go over here and grab a towel out the drawer. Okay. Y'all leave me alone, sure. And then I got you on my Ninja. You know, my Ninja got the little stand on the blender top. We gonna set the keys. Nope. We gonna set right there. We gonna set this right there. And bam. We almost got it together. Gotta do is just get the phone on here. Look, goddamn it. Now, why this thing wanna give me a hard time? Oh, you know what? I bought this stitcher cord, y'all. Hey, y'all. So, look, I'm gonna go and start talking while I'm figuring this shit out. So, y'all know y'all heard about C's from the Black Ink Crew putting them hands and them feet and them New York bees on his daughter. Baby, I said, ooh, spare the raw, spoil the child, knock that motherfucker out. You know, I'm from, baby, I had a mama that would knock me the fuck out, so I don't feel sorry for no other little child that's out there getting their ass whooped. God damn it. I feel like it's something more to the goddamn story. Everybody ain't telling every motherfucking thing. And since they don't want to tell everything, then we're going to give opinion on their half-ass truth. So the daughter said she was snatched out the shower for no reason. She was snatched out the shower, snatched. He kicked the door in, boom, and snatched out the shower and beat her ass with his hands and feet for no motherfucking reason. Number one, I ain't never heard this little girl say nothing bad about her motherfucking daddy. So for her to say something now, it means she is very triggered, she is very hurt, and I don't fault her response for it. I do, however, fault the mom for letting her vent on social media. I understand that the social media is the thing to do nowadays, but I honestly don't think that was the appropriate response for a child to have to their parent. All that cussing and fussing and shit she was doing, it was fucking disgusting. You know what I'm saying? My daughter probably cussed like a sailor. I don't know. You know why? Because she better not do it in my motherfucking face. Okay? The one time I did let her cuss in my face, we was jamming Tupac, Take Money, Get Money, whatever the name of that song is. And she said, oh, mama, can I cuss? I said, go ahead, baby. And she said, first off, fuck your bitch and the click you claim. Baby, she was too excited. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? My daughter would never. My child would never. And I'm not saying my child perfect. She bad as shit. She roll her eyes and all kind of stuff. So let's go back to C's. So C's is saying that what prompted this fight was she saying that the girl, okay, a lot of people saying a lot of things. So the girlfriend, the more she kept a goddamn mouth, she had no business responding or saying anything. She said something before the goddamn mama got to say something. I'm looking for my phone so I can y'all can hear it. I'm getting my phone on my jacket. So Cheyenne was cussing, talking big tough shit about the incident and stuff like that. We really don't know what happened, what caused him to kick off in his daughter's ass. But normally when fathers have a reaction like that, it typically has something to do with sex or money or drugs. I know my dad kicked off in my ass when I thought I was supposed to have me a boyfriend. Kicked up in that ass. So I honestly think that she probably deserved the ass whooping that she got. And you know, it probably shouldn't have been with hands and feet or whatever, but I definitely believe she deserved the ass whooping that she was given. Because don't nobody really know what happened besides Cesar and his daughter. Okay? Number one. Number two, if your door had not been locked, he wouldn't have to kick that bitch in. See, People act like they wasn't no goddamn teenagers before. And one thing I know for sure is ain't no parent, I don't care how angry they're gonna ruin their own shit. So he must have knocked on that door, told that little bitch, open this goddamn door. And she was like, no. And she didn't want to open that goddamn door. So he kicked that bitch in and whooped her ass. Now, was it a boy involved? Was she calling herself fucking? What's going on? Because what we do know is that fake ass girlfriend Suzette, whoever this hoe is, this bitch went on social media and decided to tell everybody that she had an STD. So did C's know about this STD? Did that little girl think she had a friend and a good stepmama and thought she had somebody that loved her? And then she betrayed her, stabbed her in the back after this one incident behind these dishes? We don't know. But I tell you one thing, that's why I tell my daughter, you ain't got no goddamn stepmama. I don't care how many hoes your daddy run through. Ain't no stepmama, no extra mama, no piece of mama. These is your daddy hoes, so therefore they your hoes. Bottom line, point motherfucking blank. Cause soon as these hoes, these horrors, like my girl Kaya like to say, get mad at you, and then they want to throw your shit and your tea and the shit they did for you in your face. See, you got my daughter fucked up. See, I couldn't have been Crystal, because if I was C's baby mama, bitch, I'd be in Atlanta beating the fuck up out of Suzette. God damn it, I would catch a whole motherfucking case. Let one of my daughter daddy, my ex-husband's girlfriends, blast my daughter on social media for being a teenager. I'ma beat that bitch up, number one. And number two, I'ma beat that bitch up. Matter of fact, and for three, I'ma beat that bitch up. And this is how it's gonna go. You wanna hurt my daughter's feelings and hurt her with your words on a nationwide platform, then I'ma beat your ass state to state. From New York to motherfucking Atlanta. Bitch, it ain't nowhere. Realtor, you better be glad you're a realtor, Suzette, because bitch, you gonna be at the duck and dodge and hide from me and some of them goddamn rental properties and some of them houses you trying to sell, bitch. I don't condone that shit. And quite frankly, C's should have been putting out a video saying that he done broke up with this hoe. No matter how wrong his daughter is his daughter, and should no bitch be able to go on the internet and talk shit about your kid. She called that girl fat to my, you was 60 pounds overweight when we got you, like she a pound puppy, and STD and boyfriend. She just clowning this girl. All her business. She was talking about the daughter like she was some bitch that was fucking with her man. You know what I'm saying? And if your child is competition to the bitch you fucking with, then you need to leave that hoe alone. Period. That's why I really wish it would be less baby mama, baby daddy situations, and it would be more mature adult co-parenting type of situations. Like, I'm the more mature one when it comes to me and my child's father. And you know, don't get me wrong, he's a good dad, but you know, the way we communicate sometimes could be very tumultuous. But I get him. He an angry dude. I know his background. I know how he was raised. So I excuse a lot of his ill communications, because at the end of the day, he always come back and I always make the shit up. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Now it ain't never by no form of apology. You know, it's gonna be a form of, here, I'm gonna buy my daughter some gifts and I'm gonna give my baby mama some money. But you know, either way it go, he does atone for his very weird and his lack of communication. So I can get. So certain things I understand in this situation, but certain things I don't. Like, for example, I don't understand the mother allowing the daughter to vent on social media. I don't understand the girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? C's ain't just told us what happened, but on her video, she said, he paid for them not to take me. He paid for who not to take you? CPS? The police? Who was taking you? Because if you call the police and say that your dad done kicked all up in your ass, number one, where's your bruises? Where's your marks? If he dragged you, Cesar's a strong dude. He started lifting weights and stuff with Teddy. So if he dragged you out the shower and started kicking you and beating you like a bitch off the street, then what was it? Or did he drag your baddest out that shower because you didn't want to open that goddamn door? You really wasn't in the shower. You just locked in the bathroom. He kicked that motherfucker in and dragged your ass out that bitch and wanted to know what was what. What did you do? Did the girlfriend Suzette tell him about the STD that y'all was supposed to keep secret? Because this wasn't about no dishes. This wasn't about no dishes. You know what I'm saying? I asked my daughter to wash dishes last week. I asked her 3 days before the day I washed them to wash the goddamn dishes. They didn't get washed. I washed them. I didn't go up there, drag out her room and punch and kick her. On the other hand, she did something else And then I went in there and I popped the shit out of her motherfucking ass and had her lip bleeding. So let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Parents, yeah, we get angry, we beat our kids, but let me tell you something, it don't be behind no goddamn dishes. I could have a day from hell, and I ain't finna come home and beat the shit out of my daughter because I had a bad day. I might have a bad attitude, leave me the fuck alone, but I'm not finna beat your ass. Cheyenne did something, and it wasn't about no dishes. Did she steal some money? Did she steal a credit card? Because I tell you one time, my parents jumped me. I'm talking about tag team belt action. Jumped me. But, you know, I had wrote a bunch of checks for a bunch of Jordans and went to school and sold them for $300 instead of the $200 I paid for them. And then the size 6s and under, because, you know, people have little feet. I bought like 5-6 pair of Jordans, wrote a check. I had me a size 6. I was 6. You know, back in the day, a size 6 was considered children. That was $97. So I sold them for $200, and then the ones that was $150, I sold for $250. Jordans was a little cheaper back when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? So and I made money. They found out. They caught me slipping in the bathtub, beat the shit out of me, and then made me deposit the money in their account. It is what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we always complain about not enough black daddies. But as soon as a black daddy kick off in your ass, then it's a problem. Like, you can't criticize a father for being a father and then say there are not enough fathers. Shit, why the fuck bother? You know? So, I believe Cheyenne got her ass kicked. I don't believe the reason. She has a sense of entitlement. She's very brattish. And I don't believe that Cesar was an absentee daddy that was spoiling his child. I believe he was a daddy that always had to work. And sometimes he may have overcompensated with material things. And I also believe that this social media thing got people twisted. And a lot of them want their kids to shine on the gram and stuff because they shining. Like, I would feel some type of way if I'm steady posing with Chanel this and Versace this and that. And then my daughter just straight bummy. You know what I'm saying? So I understand him probably buying her overpriced stuff because he owns overpriced stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm rocking Gucci and Chanel and Versace, of course my child gonna be rocking it. That's rocking it. That's just gonna be me living within my means and my income tax bracket. And you know what I'm saying? But for her, with her having a mother that didn't quite have it and a father that's balling, she's seen both sides of the income tax brackets. You know, I honestly think she thought it was going to be peaches and cream. She was going to move in with her daddy, run over that nigga. And then if he kicked off in that ass, she wanted to go run back to Harlem where she could do what the fuck she want to do. Suzette. If I was Cesar, I'd have been broke up with that bitch. Because I tell you one motherfucking thing. A bitch get online and clown my daughter, oh, you can expect to get your ass whooped. I don't know why we haven't seen that post yet where he said he'd have broke up with her. C's, call me, baby. I like dark-skinned men that's entrepreneurs and doing that motherfucking thing. Somebody tell C's to call me. Sure. I help them all out. Me and Crystal be best friends. Me and Cheyenne have respect for each other as child and adult, and he'll never have to worry about nothing. He love to be sprung behind these women, and he damn sure got a type. Baby, you better come on this chocolate lady punk, cause baby, them light-skinned hoes ain't what's up for you, honey. They using you up, child. They using you up and clowning your kid online. I don't know, baby. Baby. I don't know what to say, honey. But I will say this. C's need to get this shit together. Because once you lose your respect from your child, you don't get it back. Once your child ain't got no respect for you, you don't get it back. And I think that it's a goddamn shame that this bitch thought that she could go online and talk about your daughter in that manner and be comfortable. Let me tell you something. Ain't no man I've dated that'll feel comfortable going online saying a bitch ass thing about my child. Her father included. And matter of fact, ain't no homegirl I got, no cousin I got, no mama, no auntie, no brother. Ain't nobody in my life can fix. I don't give a fuck if my daughter, if she's not. But I don't care if my daughter was a hoe from Babylon, had the STDs that they say Cesar's daughter had, and was a mirror image or a mirror reflection of the type of kid that Cesar's daughter is. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nobody on God's green earth I know gonna go on a public platform and talk shit about my kid. I bet you that. Now let's talk about accountability for a second. For Cheyenne to be so disrespectful and so comfortable being there, then we have to talk about the parents and the parenting and the lack thereof. Because one thing I know for sure, baby, I can't fit these grapes in the refrigerator. Come eat these other ones. And bring them out down here. Bring them out down here for me, baby. All right. So, I love Chick-fil-A lemonade, y'all. So, go ahead and wash these off and go ahead and eat them because I can't fit the other grapes in the refrigerator. Let's talk about accountability for a second. As parents, parentally, Crystal and Cesar dropped the ball. For whatever she did that caused her to get snatched up out the shower, because I've been snatched out the bathtub and I've been snatched up by my neck. Oh, my parents ain't play that motherfucking shit at all, honey. But I'm successful and I'm well spoken because of it. So anyway, so for her to get snatched up out the motherfucking bathtub and get snatched up the way she did, homegirl did something. I don't know what she did. Oh, that's too much sun. But she did something. So with that being said, the parent, whatever she did, the parents need to atone for that. The parents need to admit that they dropped the ball and they wasn't watching her like they were supposed to. For her to get away with whatever she did and get caught later, let me tell you something. I snuck my first boyfriend in the house. His name was Lee Robichaud. Snuck up in the house. I ain't gonna lie. Snuck his ass right on upstairs. I had a master suite at the time. So, you know, that means I had my own restroom. I had a walk-in closet. I had my towel dispenser. I had a master suite upstairs because the house at the time had 2 master suites. I'm a girl. I got a period. I got one. You feel me? And I snuck his ass in there. This nigga was hiding not in my closet, but in the pantry. That you put the dirty clothes in, at the bottom of the basket at, he was hiding good. I tell you, my mama came in there and found his ass. That nigga hadn't been in my room for 10 minutes. We had just started watching the goddamn movie. And here she come up the goddamn stairs. She knew his ass was in there. She smelled him. I wasn't fucking yet, but I was damn sure watching that TV and we was gonna get some kissing going on. Baby, she had to push that nigga down the stairs and had to beat the shit out of me. But see, that's because my mama was watching. She knew it. She was like, damn, it's early. She in her room watching the movie already. Normally she be down here in her brother's room annoying the fuck out of him. What the fuck she doing? Who bike is this on the side of the house? What the fuck is going on? See, but that's parents, that's vigilant, that's nosy, that's watching. You know what I'm saying? So we have to, whatever she did, C's and Crystal have to take accountability for that. If Crystal wasn't having such a hard time with her, she wouldn't let her child go live in Atlanta with the daddy. Let's talk about that part. Okay? So I feel like she's already been a problem child, and she's always been enamored with her father's publicity, and has always probably wanted a piece of that publicity. So with her being the child of a public figure, I don't think that she has the proper respect for him as a parent. To her, I believe that he is just a public figure. Does that make sense how I said that? You know what I'm saying? He's a public figure to his child as well as, I believe I'm about to ever use these first. He's a public figure to his child, not so much as her daddy. You know what I'm saying? So I think that there's a lot of accountability to go around. Yes, on the teenager, but remember, at 16, we have to stop thinking that at 16, these kids is grown. They're not grown at 16. They're not grown at 18. They're not grown at 19. And some of these motherfuckers ain't grown at 21. Because at 21, they're just not entering their freshman, their senior year of college. And if they're going to graduate school, they're going to be your child. Come on now. You know how irresponsible we was at 21? And you want to give this girl an adult responsibility and look at her through an adult lens at 16? Yeah, she just not. All these kids, see, when I was coming up, we was preached condoms, condoms, condoms. Birth control, birth control, birth control. We had sex education classes that taught us about appropriate heterosexual sex. Not all of this, you could be a dyke if you want to sex. They so focused on teaching our children about alternative lifestyles, so they don't teach them about protection and responsible heterosexual sex. You see what I'm saying? So my generation, we was taught about responsible heterosexual sex. You can go to any clinic, anywhere. I don't give a fuck if you 10 years old and get that brown bag special with the condoms, the spermicide, the foam, and all that other motherfucking shit. So, understand that. So, if she had an STD, it's them parents' fault. It's that bitch Suzette fault. And you know what I'm saying? And it's the fault of the parents of the dude she was sleeping with. Because they don't preach condoms. It was condoms everywhere when I was growing up. That left eye had them in our glasses. T-balls had them pinned on a shirt. They was giving away at school. The nurses had them. The teachers had them. Condoms was every goddamn well. Goddamn it. Not herpes is every goddamn well. And all these children is catching these STDs because they don't want to put on no motherfucking condom because it's not drilled into their subconscious minds like it was of us children that was born and bred in the 90s. You see what I'm saying? So, that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? Society is to blame. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody, it's enough blame to go around. But what we not going to do is disrespect this little girl because she not being raised appropriately. You know what I'm saying? I would never, the mouth that she had on her, I would never speak that way about my father on no public platform. Even if I thought my daddy was a bitch ass nigga and a hoe ass nigga, who won't know? Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, Patreon. Nigga, they won't know live on every media. Girl. They tripped the fuck out. My mama was slap shot me talking about my daddy like that. On a public platform. So, we have to look at this shit with a bird's eye view. I'm not going to just take this little girl word for it, because she obviously be lying and scheming if you hadn't had an STD at 16, 15 years old. You know what I'm saying? So you obviously got emotional issues, maybe, because, you know, of your weight issues. A lot of people emotionally eat and stuff like that. It's very hard to be obese or overweight in New York just because you got to walk every motherfucking way. You got kids train every motherfucking way. Some of the most strongest legs I done seen come out of New York. You know what I'm saying? If you fat as fuck in New York, then you just a lazy motherfucker. And you probably own a car. So, and then we also have to look at the cultural difference. New York people, they tend to shoot straight from the hip. They tend to come off as rude and arrogant as flippant. But really, that's just how they talk. But she was definitely rude and arrogant and flippant. So, that's my take on this whole Cesar versus daughter thing. Because I honestly do believe he kicked off up in her ass. But I also believe she deserved it. You know what I'm saying? Daddies do not hit their daughters, bro. Not daddy, I'm talking about unless they just psychopath, abusive motherfuckers, which we've seen on TV that he is not. Daddies do not just whoop off in their daughter ass. They'll talk cash money shit and probably hurt your feelings before they put their motherfucking hands on you. My daughter is fit to be 15 this year and she ain't never got no whooping by her daddy. Ever. And she bad as fuck. Now, don't get me wrong, she respectful, she a good kid. But, you know, she roll her eyes. She don't wash dishes. She asks for expensive stuff that she probably don't deserve. She about to get a motherfucking iPad. She ain't wrote the essay I told her to write yet. You know what I'm saying? So, I get it. And I'm not trying to compare my good child to a bad child. I'm just saying, regardless, in the last 15 years, she ain't done nothing bad enough to get her motherfucking ass kicked out for being by her daddy. So, I honestly think that she was fucking in that man's house. She was stealing money. She did something. You know what I'm saying? The lady Suzette talked about the girl grades, talked about her weight, talked about her fucking intellectual prowess, talked about her sexual prowess. You know what I'm saying? The girl Suzette spoke so ill of this girl, Cheyenne, I don't even think she got no motherfucking love for her. You know what I'm saying? She had a worse reaction to the situation than C's had. Bitch, how dare you talk about my daughter like that? Which would have been my motherfucker. Bitch, I beat your ass. Just like he kicked off in Cheyenne ass, he better kick off in Suzette ass. You know what I'm saying? He got a habit of getting pussy whipped. Niggas like that or men like that, they need to talk to more demure, calm women that's not gonna use you, that don't want fame. Like regular people like me. I might be talking my shit on YouTube. That's because I like to do it. I don't want fame. I don't want infamy. I work. You know what I'm saying? I would love for this to be my job, but shit, I wouldn't be doing it for the notoriety. I'd be doing it because shit, I like talking cash money shit about other people's business. Cause I'm nosy than a motherfucker. See my nose? I'm messy than a bitch. You see the mess? You know what I'm saying? Shit, it is what it is. But I definitely feel bad for the daughter. To a certain extent. I feel bad for the daughter based on the girl blasting her business online like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for the daughter being torn between two parents. I feel bad for the daughter having two parents that always got to work that probably don't have the time to parent because she's not being raised in a family environment. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for the daughter for whatever help she was crying out for whenever she did what the fuck she did to get her ass in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for the daughter for feeling like my daddy choosing this bitch over me. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely know she feel like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for the daughter for my mama not being the mama I wish she could have been because she always got to be at work. Then the minute I think I got a good stepmom and I confide in the bitch, as soon as she get mad at me behind